Welcome back to another video, guys. As you can see, we're playing Marvel Rivals, so we're back at it with another Marvel Rival character video. If you didn't see the last video, what I do here is I drop a DPS, a healer, and a tank, and I drop their functions and skins that they should be added to the game, and at the end of the video, I drop skins that should be added for existing characters that are already in the game. For the video before, I dropped out 2 tanks, 2 healers, and 2 DPSs because it was the first video. I dropped Quicksilver, Red Hulk, Falcon, Captain Marvel, Jubilee, and Jean Grey. If you want to see that video, uh, hit the top right, should pop up, and you'll be able to go there. I suggest you go there just so you can get used to how this video and these videos are going to work. But without further ado, let's start with the first character. The first character that I have up today, DPS. You guys are gonna say, how are you gonna work? Isn't he basically just like this character? But he's a different character. It is War Machine. Like, yeah, he's basically Iron Man, but if you look at it, Iron Man uses a lot of like repulsors. He uses his unibeam. Like, he uses a lot of those laser type things. While Rhodey, he uses like his machine gun on the top. He uses explosives. Like, he's more like of a machine, like heavy duty guns type of thing instead of using tech and like laser beams and stuff like that, like Iron Man does. So I think you could have a cool way to use Rhodey. Um, but some of his functions are going to be the same. Like R1 is going to be him like flying faster, kind of like what Iron Man does. His R2, instead of the repulsors, is going to be the machine gun. I'm thinking it should be an infinite amount, but it has some type of overheating. Like, it can overheat, so it will stop people from just holding it down on the entire time, and it can overheat, and then it has like a little cooldown after it overheats. And then I don't know what else, probably like an L1 or an L2 being like an explosives type thing where he just drops like 3 explosives or something like that at a time. But yeah, I don't know what his ult will be, or I don't know what his L1, or I don't know what his other buttons would be, to be honest, but that's kind of the gist of what I have. His team up ability would definitely be with Iron Man, maybe with Falcon as well, because of, I don't know, just fun and games, I guess. But I think the most one that he would probably be teaming up with is probably going to be Iron Man. And then the 2 suits, obviously the regular War Machine suit is probably going to be the first one that they drop if they ever drop a War Machine. But also the Iron Patriot skin as well. I think that would be a cool addition for him. That is all for War Machine. On to our tank. For our second person in the video, our third tank in the list, it's another X-Men. I have Colossus. Now, I don't know if he should be in human form and he can turn into metal, or he's just a big metal guy. But I think his passive, if he is in human form, if he gets to 100, then he completely turns himself metal and like has more health and can deal more damage while he's like that. The only reason why I suggest he's like that is just because, at least in the 2 movies that we saw him in, he was in human form and then just turned into metal. He wasn't always in that metal form like you see in the Deadpool movies. But I just think that he would be a great add to the tanks, and I mean, I don't know where else he would be. He would just be a tank because he's huge. And I think his team up ability would definitely probably just be with the fastball special, but you get rid of the thing, and it's just Hulk and him being able to throw Wolverine. That's just because that's what happens in the comics, and as you saw in one of the movies, he did that too in X3. So His other one would definitely be with his sister Magic. I don't know if it would be like he teleports as well, or Colossus can like put a metal shield over her, and I don't know. So it's gonna deal something with one of those, honestly. But I don't know what his other controls would be. Obviously, he's just gonna have a punch thing because he's a melee tank. But I don't know what his ult will be at all, honestly. The skins is gonna be the comic accurate skin, the red and yellow jumpsuit. And then I like the Deadpool 1 and 2, the little militaristic looking one, as well. I think both of those would be a good addition. But they're definitely would, if they drop Colossus, they'll drop the red and yellow comic accurate before they drop the Deadpool. And that is all for Colossus. On to the healer. And for our last character of the video, our third healer on the list, it is Janet Van Dyne Wasp. Now, I know we probably I don't really think that she's gonna be added to the game necessarily. Maybe eventually later down the line. Maybe I think they're gonna add Ant-Man before they add the Wasp. But yeah, the only reason why I put her as a healer is because yeah, she could be a DPS. But I just think healer fits her more, and if they're gonna have a shrinking one, they're gonna have Ant-Man be a DPS and not a healer. So one of them has to be a DPS, and one of them is gonna be a healer. And I just chose Janet to be a healer. The thing is she is gonna be able to fly. She's gonna be a flying healer like Jean Grey. I just think flying healers are a good idea. I think that should be added to the game just because all the flying DPSs out there that main them and just stay up in the air and don't come back down for heals. They're gonna want the heals, and it'll be better if the flying healers can pay attention to the flying DPSs, and the ground healers can pay attention to the ground DPSs. And yeah, honestly I have no idea what her powers would be at all, or what her controls would be. I mean, I'm thinking it's probably gonna be like some type of like yellow beam that she sprays out that could heal, kind of like what she did in the Endgame movie when it was the woman team up. That's the only thing I can really think of right now, honestly. Probably that heals, and then obviously she can shrink, maybe like a shrinking thing. She can get away, like a little movement tactic, so she can get out of the fight, but it'll only last for a couple seconds or something. Or I'm not sure. I really I have no idea how that would work. But yeah, and if they do make an Ant-Man, which I had made, and it's going to be coming out in a later video. But if they do make an Ant-Man, then that would be the team up. It'll be her and him teaming up. And then for the suit, obviously her comic accurate suit, whatever that is, I honestly don't know what it is. Here's a picture right here. And then the Ant-Man and the Wasp suit, the first one that we see her in, and then the Quantumania suit that she was in, the brighter yellow and like black. Like in my personal opinion, I think the Quantumania suit looks better. I think they'll definitely add the Quantumania suit too, just because they do a lot of stuff with the movies. They do a lot of movie suits and stuff like that. So I really think that they will add that. And I think Janet Van Dyne is a great add, honestly, as a healer, because we need more healers. Even though it is hard to try to make these healers, we need more healers added to the game, because then I think if we add more healers to the game, that will make more people want to play healer. Like I think Ultron being added to the game coming up this next season, I think it's a great choice, because I think a lot of people were waiting for Ultron to come in, and now that they know it's a healer, I think that they're gonna be more like willing to be playing healer, and I think a lot of people will be playing healer, because as soon as a character drops, they just auto lock it, and we haven't had a new healer since Invisible Woman, and I mean, let's be honest, no one really auto locks Invisible Woman anymore. Like you see her here and there, but you don't really see her often. And so I think we're going to see a lot more people trying to play healer, and I think Ultron is actually going to be really good to the point where everybody's going to want to play him. But yeah, I think it's a great addition to the game, and it will. Janet Van Dyne will definitely add to the healer roster as well. And I think she will just be different because I think a lot of people will like going small and being able to like maneuver that way and like fly and stuff. I think it's cool. But yeah, that is all for Janet Van Dyne and for our character list. As you guys all know, we always come out at the end of the video. We come out with more skins for existing characters, and I came up with a couple. Since we had War Machine came out today, there's a couple Iron Man suits that I think would be good. The Iron Man Mark 1 suit, the big, bulky, in a cave. He built this in a cave with a box of scraps. Like, yeah, I think that would be one of honestly, if they add that, the voice lines that they could use for that they would add for it. Or yeah, I just think it would be a really cool skin that they add, and then like all the memes that would come with it as well. After like everybody's gonna be wearing that, and then have that meme over. So I think that would be a really cool ad. I another Iron Man suit that I have over here is the suitcase suit that you see in Iron Man 2. I think that suit also looks pretty insane, and I think it will look good in Marvel Rivals as well. Um, it's a classic suit. I mean, it looks great. I don't. There's nothing else to really say. And then um, the other one is the suit that he wore in the first Avengers movie, the one with the triangle chest plate, the reactor. Oh my God! If they add that game, I think everybody would start. Like everybody would definitely have that skin, without a doubt, for sure. But yeah, that's all I have for the skins right now. Um, Thank you guys for watching the video, and I will see you guys next time in the next video where we drop 3 more characters. Comment down below and tell me who you guys think should be added to the game, and if you create some and you want me to try to do something with them as well. Go ahead and let me know. Also, let me know what existing characters should have new skins. Comment that down below as well. Hit the like button if you want. Hit the subscribe button if you want. And yeah, I'm gonna try to be dropping more videos like this, like Marvel content and stuff like this as well. I have another type of video where I heard Kevin Feige was doing some type of 10-year MCU mutant plan after they do Secret Wars, and I'm trying to do something along those lines about like what movie that they should drop as well, like movies and shows and stuff like that that would most likely be added to that mutant saga 10-year mutant plan. And yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day. Deuce. While we're on the subject about the 10-year MCU mutant plan, I think that I should, since I got a little bit of time at the end of this video, I'm gonna say some of my ideas. I haven't written some of them down, honestly. I kind of just thought of the ideas recently, like of the video idea, but I haven't really thought of the movies or shows that would be in it. But if I were to think off of the top of my dome, I don't think you start off with an X-Men movie right away. Hey, I think if they're going to do a 10-year MCU mutant plan, I think they're going to try to do it around the same like they did the 10-year plan for the regular MCU with Iron Man and Thor and all of them. I think what they're going to do after Secret Wars, whoever is the new cast, because spoiler warning, there could be a chance that we might be not leaving with the Fox X-Men universe. Again, we don't know. But my theory is that at the end of Secret Wars, we're gonna have a new lineup of X-Men, whether that'll be like a younger Cyclops, Jean Grey type of thing, like they try to redo First Class but do it better, or they do like a, a or they do like a true original 616 from the 60s by way of alternate reality warping. Like that's kind of the way that I'm thinking that they're gonna go. But if they're gonna do the First Class route, I think that what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to establish these characters as solos first before they enter the school, and before uh, Patrick Stewart, maybe Charles Xavier, and or whoever Charles Xavier comes in, or Magneto, or whatever. I think before you introduce those characters, I think you got to introduce what starts the X-Men, or what starts people going into the X-Mansion. Now, I'm not saying that you can't have a solo Professor X movie or a solo Magneto movie, but I just don't think that you're going to have those characters live out uh, in solo movies first before you introduce your actual X-Men characters like Cyclops, Jean Grey, etc., etc., etc. That's why I think what you do first is you drop a movie for the leader of the X-Men, which is going to be Cyclops. You can either drop a show or a movie, but I think if you're going to do a show like that, you have to make it each episode. Like if you're gonna do a show and try to get all the introductions out the way, then you would have to do like either a special presentation for each character: Cyclops, Jean Grey, Aurora, Monroe, Storm, Nightcrawler. Like you're gonna have to do a special presentation for all these characters, or you just do a show. Or a show, and have one thing each showing their origin of how each of them became a character, or a that the person that they are, and then you show it out in a movie, do it that way, and then that's how you get Professor X, and then that's how you get Magneto to team up, and then that's how you get Cyclops and Jean Grey, and all of them already had joined the X Mansion because they are the mutants, and like we need to see the struggle for those characters finding their powers. That's why I thought First Class was so good, because they saw the struggle of Scott Summers getting his powers while in school. That's why I like it. Like we need to see these characters figure out, oh, I'm a mutant, and then see how they live through the finding out that they were a mutant, and then finding the school where they can be mutants and they'll be taken care of and not prosecuted or anything like that, or sought out for. But those are my thoughts. I have more thoughts. This was just like off the top of my head that I just thought of now. But I'm gonna have some other type of video like this where I actually write it down. But again, thank you for watching the video. Comment down below if you like the idea. Deuces.